I've got a casting tomorrow, and if they pick me, that's $10 in my pocket.
When we grow up, we see celebrities as these big, larger-than-life entities, but they used to struggle exactly like us, having a lot of rejection before finally getting their first breakout role. So today, we're gonna break down 6 auditions that launched actor careers to determine what exactly made the acting so iconic. Now, who the hell is this dude? Well, I'm a professional actor and acting coach that you could have seen in some of the following shows, and I by no means am a guru, but I know a little bit more about acting than the average Joe. David Cronswet broke out into stardom earlier this year when he played the titular character in James Gunn's newest DC reboot of Superman. But it all started in one of the most common, frequent settings all actors find themselves in, his home studio.
You're sure you want to do this?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. It's August 28th, 2025, about 3 p.m. I'm sitting here with, of all people, Superman.
Hello.
Welcome.
Thank you. I'm pleased to be here.
A lot of people noticed how his voice changed when going back and forth from Clark Kent to Superman. We also see him straighten his back, open up his chest more when he is Superman. There's a lot more confidence that ebbs through him.
You thought I was going to write a puff piece?
No. I just felt a little bit,
What?
tacky.
Tacky?
I'm not saying you meant it that
See,
way.
Clarke, this is what I'm saying. You're so used to interviewing yourself, you think that even the most innocuous of question...
Innocuous? You're accusing me of defying international treaties.
Because you defied international treaties.
To save lives, yes.
Oh, international protocols be damned, right? What if everybody did that?
This is a hit piece.
What?
You're doing a hit piece on me.
I'm not doing I am asking basic questions that anyone would ask.
It's fine. It's fine. As a matter of fact, I actually have to go.
David is showing a phenomenal stock market arc. Most beginner and intermediate actors have a very, straight line path towards their ultimate goal. I start by loving Lois and I'm gonna end by being frustrated with her. And everything is just a gradual step ladder up to that final objective, which makes it pretty predictable. But David is doing a phenomenal job of showing the ebbs and flows of the scene, having moments of frustration followed by the regaining of his composure. And we do still ultimately end with them feeling more disconnected than they started, but it was in a more interesting way that had us go on more of a journey. He captures the essence of the scene, the essence of Clarke and Superman, even if he doesn't necessarily hit the intensity or the urgency. As a child actor, most producers aren't expecting the most groundbreaking performance right out of the gate, but Dafne Keen did something to that effect when acting across Hugh Jackman in her audition for Logan. After doing an already good take, she apparently asked to improvise the scene in her own way, and this is what ensued.
It's 2,000 fucking miles. You've been sitting in the back. You could have fucking talked to me this whole time.
Si ni me miras, me intentas dejar tirada, me gritas, ni me hablas, me insultas. ¿Tú qué crees? ¿Que voy a hablar contigo?
Shut the fuck up!
Mason, Richter, Kidden, Bobby, and Charlotte.
Who's that?
Mason, Richter, Kidden, Bobby,
Who is that?
Huge kudos to her. Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, it's one of the most intimidating performances on film. Her being able to not just take that, but return serve and give him pushback, I guarantee you the thrill he had with this girl pushing back against him in a way that probably not a lot of actresses felt confident and safe to do, alone could have gotten her the role.
Yes. Your mom, she read a lot of stories. Your mom made this up. This is all bullshit. You understand? Yes, I know. I read it. I've seen it. This is a comic book, okay? This is all just fantasies, all just pictures, made up pictures. Yes. Oh, okay, I understand. Yes, okay, fine. Yeah. This place here, okay? This does not exist. Listen to me. This does not, no existo. Eden, no existo. There is no Eden. Understand?
Sí,
She's so clearly present in the scene. I love the devilish glare that she gives, and she does a really great job of incorporating contrast in specifically movement, which is so important. Going from very movie, literally banging on the table, look at this, look at this, look at this, to then just staring him straight into his soul. And this is the importance of contrast, because the movement really shines because of the fact it's in contrast to the stillness and vice versa. We're going to switch things up a little bit now because this is not technically a audition, but I want to look at one of those early stages off-Broadway productions that Timothée Chalamet was in before obviously becoming the household name that he is today. Theater and film are not the same. Being a good film actor does not necessarily mean you're a good theater actor and vice versa. So I wouldn't necessarily say I would be the right teacher for you to learn about theater acting, because that's just not my experience, but I'm gonna do my best.
This is my school. You are here because I've given you an opportunity.
Why is it your school? Huh? Why am I always in the wrong? Why do I have to listen to you when you have zero to say? Because I'm young? All my life I've been young, so I never get a turn. This school is lost. If you ask me, you're lost.
He's doing a phenomenal job of trusting the script. You'll notice the audience is laughing. He's not joking the joke. He's not trying to be funny. He's not trying to make it funny, and that's what makes it funny. The funny scenes are the ones where you are 100% convicted in what you're saying. It just happens to be ridiculous.
You said he was all right.
Yes, he's lost his left hand, so he's going to be all right.
You son of a bitch!
As soon as we as the audience feel like you're trying to make us laugh, the illusion is broken and it no longer feels comedic.
Everybody talks to me like I'm the one. You know, I should change. Why should I change? I've never even gotten to find out who I am, and you want me to change. That's crazy. You tell me I'm bad before I even get to be anything. What the hell is that? Original sin or something? I read Plato, I heard him on a park bench in the Bronx. Let me tell you something. Plato, he wasn't afraid. Diogenes, he wasn't afraid. Socrates, he wasn't afraid of anything. They were men. Why are you the headmaster and I'm the student? Do you understand? I have to earn your respect, but you don't have to earn mine. What is that? It's you that wants the A before you even start. But when I say I want the same thing, I'm nuts, right?
He's adapting his performance to be stage, where he's oscillating between obviously connecting with his scene partner, and he shifts back to the audience so that the audience can also still pick up what's going on. And this is why, as a whole, theater is just always going to be naturally more performative than film. Film is about capturing real life. Theater is about capturing an experience, which is why your approach will always be a little different when you're approaching a film versus a theater character.
Not gonna cry. I'm gonna find my place in this world. Count on it. This school's been a miracle for me, but not because of you. Because somebody, Mr. Hoffman, finally saw me. And more than that, somebody, a grown person, decided I was good before I was good. And you want to throw me out of that? Then you know what I say. I've never met your God, and I don't want to.
He is perfectly doing what so many actors fail at doing in their monologue, which is making it very clear that he is having an impact on the person across from him. It feels very transformational and relational instead of self-indulgent. And most of the time, actors forget a monologue is just a conversation that you happen to be having all of the words in. And then they forget to completely incorporate the person across from them because it's all about me. I'm the only one speaking, which means everything is about me. Versus Timothée, I see him trying to impact the headmaster. I see him trying to have an effect. And then when he notices what he's saying isn't working, I'm gonna go this route. And I see his performance change as a result of the person across from him, versus most of the time monologues that I see are just very straightforward. It's very, I feel this, I feel that, I do this, I do that. And there's never a way that the person impacts their delivery. Before landing this role, Emilia Clarke was a typical actress struggling to make ends meet, working in a restaurant as a barmaid, before this Game of Thrones audition completely altered the trajectory of her career, allowing her to be part of some of the most iconic franchises of all time.
What if he's suitable, but you don't feel yourself with him? Dido, he understood me. And whenever he looked at me, I somehow felt right in this world. I am certain his affections were growing for me, and I am certain of my own love.
Oh, Beth, stop it. It is not love.
Dido, you stop it, won't you? You know no more of love than I myself, do you?
The relationship was clear. We got to see the young naivete that Daenerys starts with. I'm going to assume either the second or if there's a third scene, the third scene, we're gonna see more strength. That wasn't anything flashy, but again, it captured the vibe that they were looking for.
I have been of the mind state these last few days that it is my little means that has delayed James in making his approach.
I think you may be right.
Well, then I cannot thank you enough. Oh, I will tell Papa to write immediately to Lady Ashford.
No.
No?
James Ashford is not kind. He's not a man to give your life or your dowry to.
Then your gift comes with conditions.
No.
What then?
But I'm...
There we go. Now we're seeing some of that rebellion. Now we're seeing some of that strength that we know Daenerys needs to have. And the really cool thing is, based off of the script, it doesn't necessarily highlight the strength in the way that it's written. However, she's making sure she captures that because she knows that's a vital part of the character.
Trying to make you see he is not appropriate.
Appropriate? The brother of the man you are to marry is not appropriate for me.
He doesn't desire you, Bet. At least even if he does, you would regret such a mistake. He laid his hands...
Yeah, and this has really, really great contrast from the first scene. The first scene is very, oh, I love life, I'm majestic. And the second scene, it's like, but I will stand up to you. I'm not just some naive, innocent little girly. And it's so vital for them to have seen that. While I'm sure her audition for Wednesday was incredible, it was largely her role in You Season 2 that actually launched her into the next stage of her career. And yes, she had been booking major projects before that, but this was really what lay the foundation for her to become the horror icon that she has become today.
Everything was fine, and then she's convinced something happened to her sister.
We're not even seeing her, but vocally we can already feel the grief in her voice. And it's cool too how polar opposite from Wednesday this scene and this character really already is.
Stay the hell away from me.
Ellie.
Said stay the hell away from me! Stop! Let go. No! Stop! 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 Let go! Let go of me. Stop. Let go.
It's just me. It's gonna be okay.
It's not gonna be okay. It's always gonna be a mess.
What? What's gonna be a mess?
My life. My whole fucking life. Why won't you respond to my texts?
I love the eyes in this. It would be so easy for most actresses just go fully bonkers to the wall, all over the place, fully letting loose. And there's this interesting counterbalance in her eyes where she's both searching for him to fix it, but also searching for answers, knowing that he doesn't necessarily have them. So even though, yes, she's having a breakdown, it's involving Penn perfectly. It's not just her having a breakdown and having this very dark internal moment. She's making sure that now Penn has entered the equation. She's adapting how she's responding to Penn. And specifically, the way that she was breaking down before Penn is different from after Penn, which shows how him just being in the room changes her disposition, which shows the value in fleshing out the relationship history.
Why? What's wrong with me?
And now we get to the crux of this. She wants Joe to reassure her in many ways, but it feels more tender because it's coming from her dynamic with Joe, not just from her trying to have a breakdown.
There's nothing wrong with you. Nothing. It's not you. It's me. Don't ever think that.
Again, like I keep telling y'all, it's not just her face that changes, her disposition changes too. You can just see in her body and her face and her voice the arc of the scene. If I were to watch this on mute or only listen to it without seeing the visuals, I would perfectly understand exactly what's going on. And that's how you know acting is phenomenal, when it's so connected and so dialed in that every aspect of the performance is synchronized. And finally, let's end with one of the craziest acting stories that is one of the most iconic performances of all time, Aaron Paul from Breaking Bad. And specifically, he had been auditioning for years to no avail, had no acting classes outside of the high school theater drama classes that he took. So let's see what Aaron Paul did that stood out to Vince Gilligan in his audition, which would ultimately lead to Vince Gilligan falling so in love with him that instead of killing him off, he became one of the mainstays throughout the entire show.
This is $4,000. The guy wants $4,500.
You're a drug dealer. Negotiate.
You are not how I remember from class. I mean, like, not at all. Just tell me why you're doing this. I mean, seriously.
Why do you do it?
Money?
Yeah, there you have it.
Nah. Man, some stray like you with a giant stick up his ass? Oh, it's just... Sorry, damn it. Giant stick up his ass, what is it?
All of a sudden, age 50?
Yeah, some stray like you with a giant stick up his ass, all of a sudden age, what?
If you fuck up a line, who cares? Ask for it in character and keep going. We recently had a casting director, Alan Scott Neal, visit our acting community, the Acting Lab. And one thing he mentioned is how he looks for the actors that are able to troubleshoot in the moment when things don't go right in their audition, because it shows that when they get on set, they'll be able to adapt to the constantly distracting, constantly changing world of film and TV. And so this is a moment where a lot of actors would freak out.
Oh my God, can I start over? Can I go from the beginning?
He doesn't freak out. He's just like, oh, sorry. What's the line? All right, cool. I'm going to keep the energy and go right into it without missing a beat, which shows them you're somebody that we can rely on set to not self-destruct if you mess something up.
If you're crazy or something, you know, I mean, if you've gone crazy or depressed, I'm just saying, you know, that's something that I, need to know about.
I'm awake.
What?
Go buy the RV, okay? We gotta start tomorrow.
Very nice. Nothing flashy. It's just Jesse. You can very clearly tell he entered thinking Walt was like this awkward, dorky teacher. That relationship is so clear. It reminds me of a really cool quote from Oscar Isaac. He was getting praise for how believable he was as Timothée Chalamet's father in Dune. And something he said that really stuck with me is, if you believe me as Timothy's father, that's because he's the one selling that I'm his father. No matter how good of an actor we are, it's only believable when the other person approaches us and responds to us as though we are that thing. Which goes to show you, every single project, no matter your role, it's about creating the cast that are able to respond and react with each other in a way that perfectly communicates the character's status and standing in the world. That's what casting is. So that is all we have for this installment of the video. And if you liked this and would like to see me breaking down some of my students' audition tapes, check out this video right up here.